So I guess I'll do Tenshinage next. I'm a Tenshinage specialist. For the record, I don't consider wrestling to be a martial art. I think of it as a game. It has no practical applications. People say something like concrete and get body slammed to it. Say the same thing with Aikido. You have to aim and guide direction of the person. So you're gonna pick somebody up and power slam them into the ground? You're gonna power bomb them? You don't train that in what's called wrestling. I don't see that in high school matches or whatever, college matches. You roll around on the ground and you try to pin and submit. It's like a judo, you pin and submit. So you don't have ground submissions. You're not submission wrestling. You're not, you're a sport. You're not allowed to hurt people. That's what sports are. You can bloody them up or bruise them up. You can't hurt them. What you think is hurting, that doesn't, my standards are here, your standards is here. You're not the benchmark. You're a beginner. So without the submission holds from like ancient Greece, then no, I don't care. A wrestler is a big fat guy, pushes down, he's on top of you. You use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to get a big guy off of you. I'm a fat guy or a chubby kid. I'm not athletic. I don't know how to punch. I'm uncomfortable. I'm big and strong, and I should be able to fight. But for some reason, lack coordination, football tackle, he's on top of you. Punch, 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 ground and pound. That's 7th grade all day long in the 90s. I've seen that shit in the UFC. I'm like, where's the martial arts? This is just street fighting, and they're calling themselves martial artists. You went to a bunch of violent McDojos. You don't know any real martial arts. When I find people actually training something, okay, he's real, and this guy's real. This is why I don't like sports. It's watered down and overhyped. It's sold out. It's a fucking comedy club. It's sold out. It's a joke to me. It's a Netflix special. It's a fucking joke to me. So, for any type of wrestling, I think you have to grab the guy. He won't grab you that way. Here's my wrist. Nobody will grab you that way. Wrestlers will. The tie-up, the Muay Thai plum. But you have this type of tie-up thing like here. Hot hands, grab my wrist. Grab my hands. We don't. Here's a keto, grab my wrist. And then I let you do whatever. In reality, you grab my hand and then maybe I trap it and do this. In reality, here's my hand. You go to grab it. I move. I move it and grab it, and then I do a technique. We don't just let people grab us. We move first. Some punches here, I pull it and then grab them. Get like this and then that. We try to get an elbow control, not a wrist lock. If people talk shit about Aikido, they don't even know what it is. I'll ask what move works or doesn't work. They can't tell me. Oh, just try sparring. I already have. Everyone has. Try this, try that. No, you just want us to leave violence and gaslight us into sports and join your cult of sports. Grab my hands, push me. Push like this, pull you back. So here, I'm pulling back. So hot hands, this. Catching exercise. Oh, by the way, I'm not showing the correct form for catching exercise at all. Whatever. I have the skill and technique. I don't have to do the exercise to build it. So, try to grab my hands, pull away. So anytime I feel you touching, pull away. Wrestling only works against wrestling because it's a sport. Not to be confused with a real martial art like karate or judo or whatever. What's judo? Grab, come underneath, and then they turn the hands differently so they can get underneath and have the grip like this, throw like that. I grab, turn like this. From Aikido, this would be Shionagi, you can pull me backwards. But because I lower my weight, come up with my elbow like this, and judo the suri, I never took judo. I only took karate and Aikido and mixed it with just street fighting I know, which is punching. All public school kids know how to fight. If you're saying someone's never been in a fight or this, that, you talk like that, you went to private school, kid. So, you feel any type of sensitivity, come above his hand. Push this down, this up, the surge. step and throw. We use this in randori, which means sparring in Aikido. 8 people attack. Comes in like this. Grab here. Arm. Go. Do like that. In reality, somebody wants to come up, grab, yank, turn, and throw. Okay, so come at me, kid. Grabbed your arm. Here, rolled it, throw. The other guy's coming. Throw him into it. That's real. There is no fucking karate. There is no first punch. Aikido. There is no first punch. Aikido is the art of peace and harmony. Wado-ryu karate is the art of peace and harmony. You're fucking dumb. They're lying to you. They're just trying to save face because they had a bad reputation for being thugged out. Tate and hone. It's like the truth and the lie. Here's what it really is, and here's the cover-up for like aesthetics. It's like internet freeze or something. If he's pushing and step up here, throw him, that's Ura. If he's pulling me forward, I can go with the energy, come up catching exercise. Most of these are catching exercises. Grabs my hands, so it's kind of like grab your wrists, pull here, break them over my shoulder, kick, flip them on the ground. Your head is right here. E, that means winning technique. I forget what that's called, but winning technique in sumo. You're a boxer like this, your hands like this. So you're like this, can't break his guard, can't break his guard. Grab his arm, grab his elbow. He's just holding it right there. Ikki break. A boxer, a kickboxer? Because I'll punch and pull back. I'm not trying to grab your wrist right here. I'm trying to grab it right here. There's kata where you have things like, and it's like somehow you're like dancing like. So anyways, the guy's one like this, he's just blocking. Grab his hand, you pull him forward, this is a draw. You punch him in the face, you pull him into the punch. There's his jab. Come up, grab his hand, you pull him into my jab. Or his hands are like this. Yeah, I kind of probably want to do that one. So, this isn't protecting you, this isn't protecting you. None of your sports shit's protecting you. You're a lesser art. And people who are untrained, who have no training, they just got hands of steel, they're more dangerous. I don't compare my Aikido to sports. I compare my that neighbor and that neighbor and that neighbor. He grabs and he pulls, brings my arms up here and breaks them. He grabs and he pulls. I do this, I step and throw. I'm very good with this specific throw. This is Shionagi. Tries to push me back. He's grabbing my hands. He's trying to push me back. My balance is broken. This is bad. I'm going to slide and get upright. I'm going to pull. Turn hand like this is like the Chinese wrestling throw. Tenshinage is easy. The guy runs towards me and he wants to grab. So then I have to mini catching exercise. I'll show you. Catching exercise, now stretch. Mini, here. Big pivot, big tenkan. Small one. He's joking me or whatever. And I've got him here. This up, this down. This and throw. We don't let him apply the choke. He's coming in. Mini caught his wrist. They're not. And come back. They're trying to grab. They're coming forward. So he's coming forward to do whatever. So he's coming in here and he's really strong. He's rushing. I can retreat, but I could go beat and turn and then twist my arms and throw him. This is common sense if you have fight IQ. If not, then you're fucking really stupid. So he's throwing. push off. I mean, seriously, this is a real attack. I could be like some untrained person, just walk up to a kid, grab, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could beat him up in the bathrooms. I could beat him up in the wherever. Snatch, knee, knee, knee. Snatch, elbow, elbow. Here, kick his foot, take him down, punch, punch. You never saw that in middle school or high school? Nobody would grab you that way? That's unrealistic? Are you just like trolling us to see if we can come to that conclusion or come to your conclusion? If we can figure it out, you play devil's advocate? So I don't like this shit. Instead of teach us martial arts, you got us fighting and too much talking, not enough training. That's why these videos are 10 minutes long instead of 2. I have to address resistance and this and that. None of those things are gonna be the hard part of your training. Dealing with other people putting crap in your head. That's like 90% mental. That's why I say fucking I train alone. They fuck up my martial arts. Well, you should try this. You should. It's just a suggestion. No, you said my shit didn't work. You said I couldn't fight. You said I'm over 50. I'm this, that, and the other. Didn't know who the fuck you're talking to. Then when you find out, oh, and you bitch out. Shut your fucking mouth. A wrestler can't hurt me because he has no submission moves. He tries to tackle me. Wrestling loses in MMA to judo, and judo lost many times to BJJ. Now they're trying to bring wrestling back. White people are trying to defend their native arts that lose against Asian ones. It's a case of racism against Asians. Sprawl, someone pushes you back, push me, my foot catches me. Sprawl like this. So push me, this. I can't see if you can see me, but push me, this. Homeboy said just pull him down and go like that and hit him in the head. Other things like that. Kids do these types of moves in street fights. At school, not even street fights, schoolyard scraps. We already know that shit by the time we're 18. We lived it, done that shit, it's no big deal. Now we want to get better, we go to traditional martial arts to learn lethal killing techniques. We skip that, we did it as a kid and do it as an adult to get the black belt version. You're a fucking like sport dough, which is all McDojos. Jesse does Shotokan. I'm not gonna talk shit about him. People who talk shit about Shotokan, I defend. I do Okinawan karate. It's seen as superlative. We're the complete martial art. He tells this story and he knows all this history. And he's like a librarian. He knows all this book stuff, but it's like, I don't think he can fight. Him and his brother, I think they hide in the ring. Oliver, I don't give a fuck about any of that MMA shit. If I went to a ring, I would just punch somebody the fuck out. I wouldn't even take a stand. Do something. I wouldn't even take a stance. What do you say? Make your everyday stance your everyday stance? I don't deitize older sensei. Everybody has their own way of doing things. I already know how to fight. They showed me some new things. I came in, stole the techniques, did the traditional things, defend the tradition. People want to make it modern, and they can't fight. Here's what is too hard for us. We sucked at it, so we're going to do a new thing and suck at that too, and be hyper, funny camera angles, good enough to be credible. Every technique should be able to fucking kill the person. You can't as tatsu. If it can't do that, train other techniques. You have more weapons that are fucking worthless. And the rules are biased to promote you. What you think is dirty fighting isn't. Less of, here's what the specific move is, it's the intention, this move is designed to fucking end you. It's not a safe modified version. Nobody really thinks that sports are better than traditional martial arts. That's a fact. In the 80s and 90s, the arguments I'm hearing today, I've heard back then, and everybody was saying pretty much what I was saying. But now that you have an internet to tease the shit out of people and cyberbully, you can't cyberbully me. You'll challenge me to spar, then I'll say yes, then you'll bitch out. You talk shit, then apologize. You talk shit, then run away. This has been going on for decades. You have a script where it's, Aikido needs to try sparring. If you did this against these people, it wouldn't work. Throw your punches. Oh yeah, and punches come in bunches. Jab, cross, jab. So the whole time I'm doing this, I can break your fucking nose. It's behind your guard. 1, 2, and overhand right. 1, 2, 3. Pull here. 1, 2, 3. Flex this. Nudge, nudge. Absorb, absorb. Here, here. You're not working angles. You're squared up and going like this. I'm working angles. 45s, 90s, 270s. What would that be? 135s. We're trying to get behind the person, grab them, and rear naked choke or break their neck or smash their head into the ground. I don't like you. This is how you make friends. You find someone who's better than you. You know how weak you are. You lie and say it's another person. You tease them because you like them. You say these things that apply more to you than the person you're attacking, and you try to make friends that way. You're gonna get your ass kicked, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. You deserve it, so. One, two, three. There's a jab. Here, 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 here. Hold the cannon paper. Here, here. I have a low grounded stance. I don't do sport karate. Where I'm doing this. Heel, heel. And that's Okinawan karate. It's not Japanese Shotokan. Block, 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 block. The whole time here. I could have hit you at any time. I'm letting you lead. Hit me here, here's an opening. I have to create the opening. You know how to create one. Right here, just grab my arm and break it. I'm not doing anything. I can't hit. I can't break his guard. Because he's doing this the whole time. Here's his wrist. You can't grab that. Here's his elbow. You can't grab that. You're crippled. This is like a Z shape. It's Nikio. I'm calling you fucking handicapped. You're mentally handicapped. You will never be a fighter. Stay the fuck out of a street fight. If I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know, I'll go and do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because I've already mastered this other shit. I didn't like, it has to be mixed with this. It has to be that. I don't need a different perspective of martial arts. You're all McDojos. You're just wasting my motherfucking time. I have one karate and it beats all styles, or I have one Aikido and it beats all styles. I have one lifestyle. I don't need to mix it and have 10 fucking white belts. And that's what you really are. MMA is just like lift a bunch of weights, get swole, buy a heavy bag, pound the crap out of it, and then just do shit I see 7th graders doing with no skill. It's just force. Size matters in a fight. Strength matters in a fight. All these things matter, but you're not a benchmark. I'll go to any McDojo. What makes them a McDojo? People don't even know what the fuck that means. They can't define it. It's like, oh, I like McDojo things. I'm like, what does McDojo mean? No reply. They talk shit they can't back up. Take me to a McDojo. Okay, everybody, start bench pressing and curling. There's the back, hit it. And every time, hit it harder, harder, harder every time. Here's the face, that target. It's kind of how like Terry Silvers was training or teaching what's his name. I don't want to be like that, but that's the actual Okinawan karate. Say it in a nice, friendly, non-threatening way that's approachable. But that same message, just a different tone. But then what's the point of MMA? Be aggressive? You're sending mixed message here. I'm just gonna have to call bullshit. I'm bad because I'm aggressive, because my Aikido doesn't work. I need to go spar some people, but they had to train something to learn aggressive enough to get the baby nuts to step in the streets. I live here. Training with you is a downgrade. You do kata to prepare for sparring, to prepare for competition, to prepare for the real fight. All we're doing is real fighting all day long. That's all we do. You're just stylized street fighting and you're like naive as fuck. You have a lot of questions you're scared to ask because you're scared you look stupid. If you're a white belt, shut up until you're a blue belt. You're a blue belt, now I give you permission to ask those stupid questions. Because if you don't ask them, you're not gonna learn. You're gonna be walking around stupid, you're gonna be acting gay, we're gonna need to straighten you out because you're acting like a faggot. You're not doing real martial arts and you're gonna get your ass kicked. You're talking shit about other people who have no spiritual development, do the traditional martial arts, and will fuck you up. This sensei says this sensei says that. Well, then I'll have to beat that shit at sensei's ass. Fuck him. Because that's not gonna help you. I'm a tough customer. I have an attitude. That's what your opponent's gonna be like. If you can't handle this, You can't handle someone who's actually trying to fight you. I'm just talking tough. He's trying to hurt you. This is real training. Marines and gunnery sergeant. Worthless maggot, get down, give me 20, rah, 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 rah. You can't handle that? You're not built for this shit. You want a friendly practice and it's fun? That's a social club. That's a Planet Fitness. You're mad because people are... Okay, let's spar. What are you, kickboxing? First of all, here's the thing that bothers me about boxers. And they do that every time. Oh. I understand it's a breathing method. We can talk about breathing methods. Here's me. I don't have to make that fucking obnoxious noise. Also, every time I do a movement, I don't have to stomp. I can or I can't. You learn to do it without it, then with it, and then without it. I'm gonna punch and yell at guys. So we're in some MMA. That's gonna be annoying as fuck. In your face, screaming, screaming, screaming. Because I'm scaring people. Someone will say, I don't like his attitude. He's saying the wrong message. He thinks he's so good. He needs to be humbled. Everybody has a plan until he gets punched in the mouth. You train. You fight the way you train. I'm training in the streets. That's what I'm training for. Real terrain, real uneven things. In dojo, my shit would look pretty and polished. But this is reality. I'm in my real clothes. This is what I'll be wearing when I fight. These are the shoes I'll be wearing. Any kicks, I have to do with these shoes. I'm not gonna hit with the ball of the foot. I'm gonna hit with my toe. You're not gonna see that hit your chin and knock your head backwards. I don't need flashy kicks. Chin or throat. Punch here, punch here. His angle of view is this. He doesn't see the foot rise up and hit him. I can hit somebody who's 6 feet tall with that. That's the most underrated kick. The one the girls use in cheerleading or Rockettes or whatever. If you go to Japan, they respect it. Everything I do is respected by Japanese because I learned their actual culture. I'm not a McDojo. I was taught by Tim Roth, who was taught by Teru Chinen. Teru Chinen has videos on YouTube from Spokane, Washington. I'm not sure that's the same person, but I'm just calling him Washington. I think it went from him to Tim Roth to me. That's the lineage. There's another Teru called Teru Hayashi. He trained Andre Bertel, who now does Shotokan in Japan. Hayashi International, they have like dojos all over the place. Cough, cough, dojo, cough, cough. They're Okinawan. They have a lot of their katas online. Shiduru has the most kata, has like 94. Kata is shadow boxing. That's what I'm doing. When I do inside, outside, catch, roll, break, grab his chin, grab the back of his head, break, take down, stomp. That is my kata, that is my karate. You're doing kata competitions and don't know what they mean and can't use them. That's gentrifying it for notoriety. You're putting flowery embellishments for aesthetics. Japanese people will not respect you. They prefer durability, strength, function. I don't care about methods. Just beat someone's ass and win. I don't care the style. All styles are respected. It's this ignorant mindset where the official story that's popular that you're pushing, you're fucking dead wrong. You're a conspiracy and everybody knows it. My entire life, before I even gave a fuck about martial arts, whatever you're saying, we've already heard, and a real martial artist wouldn't start a fight with another person. By asking people to spar and saying they're no good and do this and that, and it's just a suggestion, that's causing conflict. UFC is what the fuck they had back in Asia like hundreds of years ago. People got killed too much, they started taking shit out and they had rules. What they learned was separate the striking and the grappling, or it's too much like real fighting. To make a sport, you have to separate the two, or else there's too much stuff, people don't know what's going on, and people get hurt. The truth about Aikido, sensei, you want to take all the different jiu-jitsu schools who are gangbanging in the streets and killing each other, thugs. Here's a boys and girls club, sports, they're not allowed to fight outside that don't fight outside. It's like that movie, Only the Strong, where like the gangs, they learn capoeira, and it's like, oh, you want to give gang members new ways to give them bloody noses? This is a bad idea. But they go and do the shit, and they learn self-improvement, self-development. Those are ethic lessons for kids, not goddamn adults for the next 40 fucking years. You are wet behind the ears. Here's gay shit we tell children because they have to have those important ethic lessons. 18, 20, or a certain age, okay, you can quit lying and now you can tell the truth. Here's how to kill a man. Because we trust you. Many people are going to teach children the lethal moves. This is fucking common sense. It's like you try to divert the discourse, or you try to say the silliest shit.